I demand not to carry out the orders of Putin as incompetent. So this is called for everyone who serve the system, because there is no power of anyone except the system based on pseudo-legitimacy and control. That's how it works. So since we call it name, the all obligation, all demands, all orders of Mr. Putin for the whole world gonna disappear. And for those who wish to survive in Russia, right? Because without Russian people, we cannot solve this problem. You don't need to go to the meeting. You need to just go, sign a petition, and the rest would be fixed. I demand orders. For those who will transfer Putin to doctors, I demand the guarantee of freedom as the savers of the world. I demand an amnesty for those who, by the sake of coercion, served in the inhuman system created by mentally ill Putin. I demand an immediate stop to all military operations of the Russian army in Ukraine and in the world. I demand an immediate withdrawal of all troops from all occupied territories in Ukraine. I demand democratic election in the Russian Federation under international control, the complete demilitarization of Russian Federation and Europe, and Marshall Plan for the integration of the Russian Federation and Ukraine into the post-war global economy. That's the text of the petition. The text is based on what? Common sense. A human who is ready to destroy my life for his interest, lost touch to reality. That's it. This is the axiom. This is the how it is. You can try to hide it, you can try to don't talk about it, you don't need to scare him, you don't need to call him criminal. Why? Because you're dealing with the guy, politician and doctor. It's two different professions. Doctor's supposed to deal with him, not politician. But the doctor to see him, his guys around him supposed to bring him for the freedom. That's how it works. Otherwise, we're gonna face nightmare, guys. Probably we will never meet again. That's how it is. And that's it. So, how to make it reality? The first is petition. This is in support of the activity inside the United Nations, and I personally call to the Minister of International Affairs of Ukraine to initiate the project of the Memorandum of United Nations with the same logic we show, to be supported from around the world by the petition. And since United Nations state, name, everything like it is, war gonna stop immediately. Why? No one in Russia exists who wish to be fired in nuclear war. No one. Those ones who gonna follow orders after such a statement, insane, automatically. Then my call to all officers, soldiers, generals, those who make all of this nightmare happen by orders based on the pseudo-legitimacy. Don't follow these orders. Don't follow, just don't follow. Find a way how to stay away from it. When I was in Soviet Army, and when my officer forced me to do something and I don't wish to do it, it was no choice to catch me. I always find the reason why. I can break something, I can drop something, and that's it. Everything against my will, I find a way. So I call to anyone who keep clear mind of what I say. the orders from Mr. Putin, you don't need to follow, guys. Why? Because you cannot leave. It's so simple. That's it. So basically, the petition already published. You can go on church, or I will try to show you the QR code or something. There is no internet, but we'll fix it. I believe we will have some break. Yeah.
We can share the link with him.
Huh? Share the link. Yeah, I will give you the link for the petition. Yeah. So basically, that's it. So this is the call for everyone, especially for those who is near Mr. Putin. Why? Because the guys, you have now two choices: be blow a nuclear war with your chief, or be on Gaga tribunal. Why? Based on what's happened as a result of the orders and who gonna be involved. But if you bring him to the doctor, the society of worldwide will call you savior of the world, and that's it, and go on the street. No one gonna touch you. That's it. And the rest doesn't matter. Stop the war immediately, and the rest doesn't matter. The brief information about this press conference, you should know that it's concerned basically surviving of planet. Why? Because what's happened on the February 21st, it's not madness catastrophe in Europe, but it's a very speedy development to turn to the nuclear war. Why? Because the war starts since ultimatum from Mr. Putin don't be accepted from the rest of the world, because in ultimatum he wished to redesign the territory of Europe and return it back to the 1997, which is against the whole human law and the common sense. And since then, everything, it's not between Russia and Ukraine, forget about it, it's not a conflict, it's a challenge, it's ready to use crime for the humans of all planet. Why? Because every day provoking to face direct hit with NATO members. Why? Because he declared that he gonna use the nuclear power in case he needs.
अगर आपने अभी तक सनराइज समाचार को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सनराइज समाचार को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन को भी दबा दीजिए ताकि आप हमारे आने वाली वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले पा सकें।